everybody. I'm connecting with a client. I'm going to be sharing energy, healing, and wisdom. Thank you so much for the opportunity to help you today. And thank you for sharing here on YouTube. All right, I'm going to read your goals out loud and we're going to get started. So you say, I struggle with migraine headaches and would love some help for the physical headaches, my third eye, and crown chakra. Okay. Migraine headaches, help for the physical headaches, third eye, crown chakra. Okay. I'm gonna relax. All right, today is going to be the start of an amazing new experience and relationship with this. We're gonna make some progress here. All right, here we go. So I feel inspired to say, guide us in understanding why your soul chose these migraine headaches as part of your life experience. It's a relationship with pain. It's pain then in the mind. And guide us through helping to heal and nurture your third eye and your crown chakra, and any other chakras that would like to receive support today. Okay, see where they take me. Okay, they want me to slow down a bit, almost like I'm instantly interpreting, but maybe I might have missed something. This is what literally came to me. There's dense, heavy dirt, and my face is being pressed into it as though somebody has their hand on my back of my head, and then they're pushing my forehead and my eyes and my nose into the dirt, okay? It's not like mud, it's not, but it is soft enough. It's not dry. They're pressing my head into the dirt, okay? So I'm going to slow down from that scene and see what else they wanted to point out about it. They want to clear the concept of density. Because when we think of dirt, we think of dense. We think that your head is being pressed into a structure like the earth. But this is air. So we're going to take away the concept of density and we're going to transform it into air. So your mind is being pressed into air. There's no density. Interestingly enough, when they say that, I feel such a different relationship with this pain. So we're also going to take out the concept of this air is full of circulating thoughts. Thoughts could be associated with feelings then going into the mind, right? And now we're just circulating this around. We're going to remove that. That creates density, it creates sound and vibration, so we're going to remove that. So there's no density, there's no vibrations of sound or emotion. There's only air here. So I point out that this air is white. So if it's air, shouldn't it be clear? Like I should be able to see through. Interestingly enough, like if I was looking into clear in an energy space, it's like if I look all around me and it's clear, I swear clear is a legit color. I can't see anything, but I do see clear. Let's just call it clearly. But it is the color clear. I don't see white. White sometimes can represent fog. It can be too white. It can be too overwhelming. Sometimes white represents a blank page, a fresh new start. This white is, it's like integrated into the framework of clear. So if I remove the white, then we get access to the clear. So we're working with air and clear, okay? You don't know how to associate with it because you instantly are trying to adapt, to think, to feel, to interpret, air, and clear. So I take away your tools of deduction. No Sherlock Holmes in here. We're just air and clear. That's it. You don't get to think. You don't get to solve. You don't get to look for clues. This is better. This is better, and I'll tell you why, okay? You're not even gonna believe it. So I took away the Sherlock Holmes nature and understanding. We all have something of this going on, right? We're talking about the mind here. So air and clear. You did. You totally suddenly just said okay, and you embraced just air and clear, and then it's like a nothingness, but there's definitely something here of value. So let's not call it nothingness. As soon as you did this, a huge black hammer comes out of nowhere. It's not you that did it. You didn't create that in your mind, okay, through the tools of your brain. It actually appeared. And so something has now appeared energetically, and it's coming down and crushing like right into your skull. And it's a hammer, like a judge has an anvil. That's what is it called, an anvil? No, that's not right. It's a big hammer, and it's like crushing down. I hear it smack, but it's your brain that it's hammering on. And it's huge. It's like this ginormous, huge thing. It's, let's just say it's the galactic hammer of judgment. And the galactic hammer of judgment is crushing your skull. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, there's stars, there's the universe involved. There's intensity, there's the inertia of it coming down and the impact on your head. So we're gonna explore this relationship. Isaiah, you're doing a very good job. Just experience the air and clear, okay? Just experience the air and clear. Because I'm gonna have to dissociate you, because your mind is like hands that have to be touching everything. It's like the kid in the antique store, like, don't touch that, don't touch that, don't touch that. Your hands are like, ooh, what's this, what's this, what's this? Your hands are like this, but they're in your brain. Your brain is like touching everything. I hear so many funny, like, people like little kid fingers like prints on the windows, like, dude, stop putting your hands on everything. There's so many funny echoes about this, but I'm gonna have to dissociate you because I'm not sure how I'm going to do this properly, because you will be involved but your thinking will not. So I literally have to basically not allow your third eye and crown to be involved in this interaction, because we need to start working on interacting with other. Why not your throat chakra? Can we? It's like, but you're saying, well, I need my brain to think, and then I have to think in order to speak. So, and it's like, okay, well, what about your heart chakra? You're like, You look away, like, What does that mean? Heart chakra. Oh, we don't go there. You're kind of funny about it like this. I think I'm interpreting you as funny. I don't think you're intending to be funny, but I find it very funny. Okay. How about your emotions? That's like zip, nothing. There's like zip. How about sacral chakra? You ever, like, they have these Hollywood movies, and, oh, I know the perfect one, The Golden Child, and Eddie Murphy is going out there. Whenever I think of The Golden Child, I hear him as, I want the lamb, and he's in this, like, ancient monastery in Tibet or something. Anyway, they take him to the secret place and he has to figure out how to cross this to get the Monty dagger or something. Anyway, he drops something to hear the ground, how far away from the ground, because he has to go into this chamber and there's no ground, and they tell him there's no ground, so don't fall. And he thinks it's a big joke, so he drops something, a coin or something in it, and there's no sound. So your sacral chakra, I'm like listening, I'm Eddie Murphy, I'm dropping something, it's like, there's a sound in here, I know there's no sound. But then I hear a very faint gong really far in the distance, but it's actually quite interesting, because once the gong is like bow, wow, wow, like it's hit, it's very soft at first, but actually it's louder and louder and louder, and then it's starting to reach me here. That's very interesting about your sacral chakra. I'm wondering what that means. But we're exploring other interpretations. How do we interpret this galactic? Is it called a Ganville? What is it called? Hammer. This galactic hammer of judgment. And we're exploring other chakras in order to develop a different relationship with it, not from your head, but from your other parts of your personalities, your chakra energies, right? Chakra consciousness. And so let me see. See what your root, you could use your root to interpret this. This is why we're going down, because we got to diversify your flow, okay? Because you've decided that your identity is your mind, and you know, it's like vibrationally, you know that you aren't just your mind, but it might just be a developmental tool that you just went in that direction when you were growing up. Like, I don't know why you chose to be your mind. A lot of people do, because we try to deduce the world with our thoughts, right? But we have to be our feelings and our heart, and we have to deduce the world with other aspects of us. Otherwise the energy can get really too much mind energy, not enough sacral chakra, or whatever. Like, we need to balance it. Let's see what root says. Root's like, I do all the work. And I'm like, wow, you're actually kind of talkative. Oh yeah, I do all the work. I do all the work. I'm like, and I'm finding this interesting, because I just said that the head was like where all your energy is, and now your root is like just this claim to fame, does all the work here. It's like, okay, so you're a head and you're a root chakra? Like, okay, where's the rest of you? You're just like, we just erase that part of you out and we're just head and root. Let me just make sense of this. I'm already feeling a flow of energy. We will solve this hammer, okay? We will figure this out. I can tell root's not quite right, because it's too much conversation. It's like your throat chakra and your mind are in your root, and it's not quite right. Your root should be more like an Om sound or something. And there doesn't have to be even an acknowledgement. I just feel the sensation of, wow, you're really a grounded person. It likes to be a part of you, though. Your root definitely likes to be a part of you. And what about your relationship with your other chakras, like the heart, the solar plexus, and the sacral? My guides say to just be present with the root as well as all the other chakras. I'm just going to say I'm present with your root. And how about I say it as you? So you're going to say it. So you're going to say, I am present with my root chakra. I am present with my sacral chakra. I am present with my solar plexus chakra. I am present with my heart chakra. I am present with my throat chakra. I'm present with my third eye. I am present with my crown chakra. I am present with my chakras on the front. I am present with my chakras on the back. I am present with my chakras above, below, within, around, in every sacred direction. I am present with my chakras. I am present with myself. You're still too much going on in the mind, but let's just explore the next step. Galactic hammer of judgment. You are in a weird box. It's rectangular shaped. You're standing upright. You're a man in the universe. And this hammer is actually like magnetic. So it's guiding you to the hammer. And you're in an imprisonment state. And you can't get out of this rectangular box, and you are forced to go where the magnetic energy is taking you, and you will go to this hammer, okay? Oh, who are you? You want to know who holds this hammer? Like a complete and utter jerk. Like, it's not God. It's like some lowly jerk. That's like trying to be the universe, and you're just a person in their universe. It can't even see them because the hammer is so humongous. It's like they're just so humongous too, and you're just in this little rectangular box, and you will be forced to gravitate in this direction. I hold the magnetic field. I force you to go where I tell you to go. Weird. There's no harmonious. There's no like benevolent judgment here, like as in like what the justice system represents. This is so much more, okay? We're talking about not today. We're talking about days. We're talking about timelines. We're talking about your soul's relationship with judgment in so many shapes and sizes. I keep seeing, like, as I'm talking, they're showing me like triangle, circle, and here it turns into this like sweater and pair of pants, and there's a pair of shoes, and then it turns into a snail, and then it's like a house now, and it's like, geez, wow, you've got every shape and size of judgment going on here. Like we got the shapes, and then we have the sizes of the clothes, and then we have other shapes and sizes that are like animals, insects, like houses, cars, a forest, a mountain, like, oh my gosh. It's like the universe of judgment. Your soul's relationship to the universe of judgment. You are powerless. Like vibrationally, it says you are powerless. There's nothing you could say or do, no action you could take, and you will be in the hands of somebody else. You are putty in somebody else's hand, but you will still stand as yourself. This is hardcore. I mean, this message is majorly impacting your relationship with migraines and headaches. Isn't it possible that you are digesting in your brain concepts of judgment for timelines, like, and it's just all like coming into this, like pooling in this present? It's just so much responsibility, let's just say. It's responsibility to somebody else's interpretation of right and wrong, responsibility to the law, responsibility to the judgment of the universe, responsibility to balance, responsibility to yourself and others, responsibility to whatever else you've had to uphold. No wonder the root's involved with this. Oh, I do everything because you have to uphold something of yourself in order to face this kind of galactic judgment. No wonder there's way too much pressure on you. Like, wow. So, let's see. You're tired. You don't care. It's like, then take me to the chopping block. I'm not going to fight. Literally. Because I see as you're forced, like it represents a coffin. It's like a crystal clear energy. Like I can see the edges. I can see it's a rectangular shape. It represents a coffin, and then this magnetic field is like forcing you in this direction to the galactic judgment. And this jerk is here. It's like you're always beneath the foot of some galactic jerk. I don't know why. I'm seeing other scenes. This is crazy. Like, oh, come on now. Wow, this is really impacting. I don't want to talk about it. All right, I'll tell you what it is. I don't know how to understand it completely, but I kind of do at the same time. So that we're talking about clones. And there's no real association with this is good or bad. It just represents clones, okay? And I see people coming out of it. It's like Oscar the Grouch comes out of the garbage can. These clones come out of garbage cans, basically. And once they come out of their can, it's like their little pod or their little, the cocoon or something. But it's literally like a metallic can. They come out of it, and there's a goop. There's like an amniotic fluid in the can, and they come out of the can. And there is already digital information, and I see somebody push a button, and I see a blue light, and it says like zippity zoo, and it starts to graft all these information into small little points. Like here's a little character that means 1,000 pages of this information. Here's a little character that is engraved in. It's full of 1,000 pages of this information, and these little characters are actually like they're like a little disk drive in the computer, but it's just a little character made out of blue light. And when they push the button, it starts to engrave this information into their heads, into their minds. I see you're one of these. You're a boy. These are all boys. And there are nuances, so they do not look identical. One of them has blue eyes, one of them has green eyes. Like, they're showing me these basic differentiations. One of them will have a little bit higher cheekbones than another. Another will have a little bit more of a dimple in their chin, and this one will have dimples in their cheeks. So they have slight nuances. This will have red hair, this will have black hair, little nuances. So they are different, but they're basically the same person. Just little nuances of differentiation. You were born as one of these clones. But what's odd is you aren't adapting to the being of the clone as a programmable structure. You aren't, by the soul's nature, something about you is different. Not because they screwed up the process, but because you're different to their process. They can't solve for you. And not the letter U. We're talking about YOU. They can't solve for you because your soul is different than your soul is something unique, okay? Oh, this is so weird. This is like a biblical, you just blink your eyes. You're standing in rows and rows of all of these have gone through and you as one of them have gone through the blue light thing, and you've received all this information. But for some reason, you change their blue light to a green, like a greenish, it's like a yellowish green color. You change their blue light to a yellowish green color, and it starts to turn into what looks like symbols of dragons, okay? And the dragons are in your blood, but they're not, they're in your soul, and your soul is like contaminating their system of clones and the information that they're imprinted with. And they're all born as 8 or 9 years old or something like this, imprinted with all of this information, so they all think and act the same, okay? But your soul is like a virus to their process, okay? And you intuitively just change all those symbols. And when you blink your eyes, as you're all sort of standing in a row, as you were told to do, you blink your eyes and some weird sound happens. And I see that your soul's been watching this. This is I don't know where this exists, but your soul has been, what all I could describe as is pissed off, okay? I see that you're brewing and fuming and furious. You're a chaos energy. You're developing in I see stars in the galaxy, I see the galactic energy, okay? You're brewing in the galactic energy, and you're watching this, and you are going to upset this process. And I see lots of laughter, because you're going to pick on them. You're going to come in and you're going to upset their process. You're going to pick on their process. You're going to mess with their process. And I hear lots of laughter, like the Joker laughter, like like this, okay? It's freaking out, like all this laughter is everywhere because you're gonna freak out their process, okay? And it's gonna be hilarious. Because they think they have everything under their control, but they don't, okay? Because they couldn't solve for you, Y-O-U. Why is it, what is your problem with this though? Like, I have to say it like that because what is your, this is important with what is going on with your headaches. And when you want to work on the third eye and the crown chakra, but when we work on these other chakras, like this is all related. Like everything is overlapping here. So I have to understand what, you're still attached to this event, by the way. And it's breaking your brain in the present day world, okay? So you're actually, this is rippling still through you, through the present day, this moment in time. Even if it was a split second in time, it has echo, it has intensity, it has power, still relate to it in your human body. Your soul tells me, and it's kind of like this galactic being is coming towards me, and you tell me that what gives you the biggest headaches is, it's almost like you say the invisible shackles that you try to break, but you must wear them in this life. And here you could be the savior of worlds in other lifetimes, but here you are like, you're just it's like you're in invisible shackles, and then your life is puppeted and puppeteered by some jerk. And you must just live in the coffin of a life that you will not be free to control. And that is breaking your brain about it, because you know who you are or what you've done in other lives. You should be able to reproduce that, and you cannot. You're not, it's like the fire that wants to be born needs certain ingredients for that to happen, and you're like the fire that can't find the spark, okay, to ignite itself. And the opportunities for that spark to take place are being controlled by events like they're now laughing at you in a way, okay? You want to know what happens with the clones? You speak psychically to them, all of them, all these boys, and you say, you are my brothers. Then you show them to blink, and they all blink with you at the same time. You say blink, and they all blink. And there are, I don't know how to interpret who's running the show here, because they feel mechanical to me, but they feel like living beings, but they're mentally kind of mechanical. And there isn't a desire to wage war, create violence or anything. It's actually just blink. And it's like blink, 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 blink. It's like to blink is going to erase this. And you will blink the memory of your soul into yourself, to bring the soul into yourself, the spirit of yourself. And you blink, blink, and you will start to see. You will start to see now. And it was actually quite a dying race. I mean, I see that you don't know exactly what you're doing or what to do, but you seem to be, there's a very, your higher self definitely has no problem reaching you in this life, because you're guiding them out of this, it's like a factory basically. And that would make sense why. I just don't feel there's any, I don't really understand who's running the show here. But you're leaving, and it's a really dead world, and there's only an oasis of life that remains. But these clones are kind of geared towards, I see there's a concern about food. So because the planet's dead, basically, how are they going to eat? And they also need help, How are they going to have people to create the help or the support to maybe build a society or build a farm or build the solutions? This is a dying race. So why would you come in at this point when the race is basically dead? What is your plan here? You're just all clones anyway. Like, why wouldn't you just let the race die? You say they didn't want to die. I say, well, how are you going to save them? You cry because this is serious. This is serious to you. It is serious, period. It is serious, period. And it's also serious, period, today in this present earth. And it's a friction between the freedom to help and the freedom to not be able to help has been taken away from you, is what it feels like. And that gives you a headache. And this is part of the third eye, the crown chakra, for me to provide you with this insight is going to help you, okay? I need your higher self to say something like, all right, what is your recommendation to, as far as where do we go from here with this? Are you just supposed to just accept it? Like, what is the solution, or what is the recipe for this now that we know this stuff? What are you going to do now? They say it's like air and clear. When you choose to work with the air and you choose to work with the energy of clear, you will know what to do. You will set yourself free from everything, because it's almost like, yes, that is it. You must give dedication to the air. Let the air guide you. And clear. Let the clear guide you. And you have to give in to this, not your head to guide you. The air and the clear guide you. And you will access the air and clear when you stop working with your head. You have to diversify. You'll have to be all that you are, which you will be assisted in becoming all that you are when you start working with the air and clear, okay? That's what they're saying. So that's what I have to share. Just kind of looking at everything. All right, thank you so much for this experience. Really unique. I mean, this proves that your experience with migraine headaches is going to be your own thing in association with somebody else's experience with migraines and headaches. This is exactly as I was guided to help you. Anyone watching this session, we all receive, when we watch these sessions, when we participate in, we all receive something of a medicine for each and every one of us in our own experiences. Whether you have migraines or not, you were part of each other. So thank you for the experience. Thank you for sharing. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day.